I was never ready for this. So I can tell where my heart is.
Boom! Hello there guys and welcome back to yet another one of us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron and today you are joined for this hyped review, another Gorilla Mind product by Derek over at More Plates, More Dates, and it comes in the form of his stim heavy pre-workout Gorilla Mode Energy. We're going to be getting through those usuals in a review, the taste, the price, the label, and most importantly, the effects of this in the real world, in the gym, in training. How's it going to come together? Will it be something you decide to pick up in the future? Let's get into all of those good bits. But if you're new here, please do subscribe, like the video and comment your thoughts below. It really helps us grow. We've got Gorilla Mode Nitric coming up and we've already reviewed Gorilla Mode, the original. So please do join us for that roller coaster. Let's go. So the first segment we move on to in these reviews is the taste and the mixability. And a lot of people argue this is the least important, but we still delve into it anyway. You know what? You don't want something that tastes absolutely rancid and you can't finish the tub. This comes in a bunch of different flavours and I'm going to throw them across the bottom of the screen for you guys to see them right now. But the one we have today in this review is Bombsicle. I actually did manage to get a choice of that. Obviously, Derek's products do sell out absolutely like hotcakes. So I was happy to get this flavour. Let's see. So we're looking at a tiny scoop. We're going to go for the 2 scoops. So a 4.9 gram scoop. Look at that, just tiny. In goes 1. In goes 2. Let's see how this does. So, it's got a funny smell to it. I don't know if that's the canner. Doesn't really smell like a typical Bombsicle flavour. Let's see. Feel the energy coming off. It's got a funny colour. Look, I can't deny it. It doesn't look the most appealing. Obviously, no one really cares about that. Got a bit of frothing. And we do have some bits and pieces on the bottom. Potentially that canner. I've seen worse though. I've got to be honest. I've seen worse and I've seen better. So it's in the middle. Let's see. Bombsicle going down. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. There's no negatives, no nasty aftertastes. It's nice and sweet. It's not the best Bombsicle I've ever had. But again, similar to the Mixability, it's definitely not the worst. I'd be happy just to give that a nice 8 out of 10 score, including that Mixability. So yeah, now we're getting to the price of the product. We're into the price of this product. How much is it going to set you guys back? Well, you'll head on over to the official Gorilla Mind website. I'm going to chuck the link in the description below. If you do decide to click straight there, go straight to the website. I can tell you, it comes in at $39 without using any discount codes, but we do have a discount code. RB10 knocks 10% off of this product and any of the other supplements on Gorilla Mind's website. So it's definitely worth putting that in. It knocks it down to $35.10 for this tub. Now, we do things here on maximum serving at Review Bros. So therefore, because simply, most of you guys are probably going to be doing maximum serving. So there is only 20 servings per the container. When you do the maths on that, you divide that up by that $35.10. I can tell you it's $1.75 per go. We also have a consistent price and scale here that compares pre-workouts from across the entire world. And I can tell you this one lands in at a 6 out of 10. So it is actually cheaper than your average pre-workout. It is arguably a shorter label, so therefore you may actually decide that's the correct pricing point for this product. But I'm just letting you know, it's cheaper than an average one, it's cheaper than Gorilla Mode Normal, and it's cheaper than Gorilla Mind Nitric. Let's get into the label. It's label time. What are we getting for that 6 out of 10 price point? Well, I'm going to chuck it up on the screen for you guys to see it right now. We're going to compare it to the Gorilla Mode. How does it actually truly compare to that? Well, I can tell you, we are losing the pump agents that were in Gorilla Mode. This one is delivering us a little bit more stim and energy. So therefore, you could argue it's worth that 6 out of 10 price point. We're starting us off. 2 scoops equal 9.8 grams. So they are only little scoops. We're starting us off with double the amount of L-tyrosine that was seen in Gorilla Mode, doubled to 3 grams, which is a hefty dose of the amino acid that's responsible for cognition, clarity, and concentration. It's going to get you in the zone and keep you there. It's going to keep your mind on the training session at hand. It's an ingredient we've always liked. Now, an ingredient coming up next is a love it, or it's sometimes a hate it ingredient, and that's canna. I'll tell you the reason why. It's a good antioxidant, but it also has an anti-stress, anti-anxiety benefit to it. So that can make you happy in the gym, it can help with mood elevation, but it also can have a calming sense to it. Some people in fact think it argues against the caffeine, so it can level off, kind of like L-theanine. A gram is a big dose, guys, though, so it can help with a mood elevation effect like I mentioned. We're then looking at 375 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous, 25 milligrams above Gorilla Mode, so more stimulation. I would argue it's 25 milligrams more. That's negligible. In my honest opinion, it's barely anything extra. That being said, we're also looking at a nice extra dose of urea durensis, 375 milligrams. That is a huge dose, guys. Again, 25 milligrams more than Gorilla Mode, so a bit more concentration. Our honest opinion on urea durensis is that it's a very mild stimulant, and it works more as a nootropic in terms of focus, concentration, and cognition. It kind of amplifies the caffeine sense of concentration and tunnel vision, laser-like style. Then we wrap this label off with a couple of ingredients. A bioprene, black pepper, effectively just there to help absorb these ingredients into the system and make sure they're not wasted. And wrapping off 400 micrograms of huperzine A. That's dubbed the learning chemical simply because it helps with neuron connectivity, helps with focus, concentration, and some clarity in the gym. So there we go, guys. It's definitely a smaller label. We've lost the pump ingredients. We've gained a little, and I do mean a little bit of stim. How's this going to come together in the real world? We're going to get into the most important part of this, and obviously any other review, the effects in real life. Let's go. We're into the effects of this product, and at Review Bros, we keep it 100% honest. We may have discount code, guys, but at the end of the day, we still keep this very honest. We've got products behind us galore. We will review anyone's pre-workouts, including Derek's here, and this has obviously got a lot of hype behind it. I'm going to try and compare it to the Gorilla Mode, and I'm going to talk about what I think this is designed for. Let's start off at the beginning. Now, it's an ingredient that some people love and some people hate. For us here, honestly, we like beta-alanine, simply because it's the first thing that kicks in the pre-workout. It gives you that itchy butthole. That's effectively what it does. It also, when you build it up in the system, it does take a long period of time. It can help with endurance. But for us, the honest thing that it really gives us is a nice sense of urgency. It lets you know your product is ready, it's going, it's kicking in. And unfortunately, the truth is it's missing in this product. I do believe if he had added it to this one, that would have been a fantastic addition and potentially have kept it out of Gorilla Modes. Then guys out there, you have the choice whether to choose a beta-alanine product or not. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like beta-alanine? Because that's going to be one of the things that really sets people's opinions apart. Then we have the caffeine setting in, and you know what? It's a nice caffeine kick. It's slightly above average. Comparing pre-workouts from across the entire world, I would argue that 300 to 350 milligrams is about average. So this goes slightly above the average with 375 milligrams worth of it, and it gives you enough energy for a gym session. That's the truth behind it. The urea durensis at 375 is also a very good addition. It doesn't necessarily raise the heart rate, it doesn't necessarily get you stimmed up and ready to go, but it does work with the caffeine to give you that focus and the drive to get your training session done. So it does hold its own against all other products on the market. It really does a good job in that regard. The truth is, this is the absolute bottom dollar. It's not a strong product. It's not a strong pre-workout. It's a productive pre-workout. It's not gonna leave you overstimulated. It's not gonna leave you awake at night. It's not gonna affect your appetite. It's not gonna do any of the negatives that can come with some of the very strong pre-workouts in today's market. This gives you simply the energy without the pumps. So this would be arguably something that's suitable for stacking with a pump only product. You guessed it, potentially Gorilla Mode Nitric. This stacked with that would make a fantastic, probably 10 out of 10 pre-workout experience in my honest opinion. We have Gorilla Mode Nitric review coming very soon, and I can tell you I've used it. I've stacked it with this. It is very, very good. This on its own, compared to Gorilla Mode, I would argue the energy feels about the same. Like literally, we are talking milligrams of difference in stimulants. So therefore, you know, it's very much the same. What I will say is Gorilla Mode is a 10 out of 10 daily driver because it's also got those pump ingredients in it. I cannot therefore give this one a 10 out of 10 because it's lost those ingredients. I couldn't then give this a 10 out of 10 and then when you add on a pump, then make it 20 out of 10. It's just not doable. It's lost ingredients. Now, what I will say is it's definitely enough for anyone. 90% of people out there will fully enjoy this using this product. If you're a stim junkie and you are used to some of the stronger pre-workouts on the market, it wouldn't be enough. That is the truth, but it does do very well in terms of focus. Focus for me is the take-home point of this product because of that urea durensis, plus the huperzine, plus the L-tyrosine. You are absolutely in the zone. You are concentrating on your training, which for us, from a pre-workout, is definitely one of the most important things. The energy, I would honestly just give it a 7 out of 10. It's absolutely acceptable, absolutely doable, and absolutely perfect for 90% of people out there, like I mentioned. In fact, for beginners, I would argue it's probably a bit too strong. But for people who have used pre-workouts from across, you know, a lot of pre-workouts, they're experienced in the pre-workout world, this will come in at that 7 out of 10 energy point. And then pumps, obviously you don't get them from this. You get the mind-muscle connection, which can lead to nice pumps, and pumps are the least important in our honest opinion from a pre-workout, simply because everything else affects pumps. Your diet, your hydration, even so much as the weather and your mood can affect how pumped you are, and quite obviously how hard you train. So this gives you the energy to train hard, so therefore you will develop a natural pump. So that's our honest opinion. Absolutely taking everything into account, I'm going to give this product a 7 out of 10. I definitely prefer Gorilla Mode Original, and I prefer Gorilla Mode Nitric as a pump only product. I can tell you that's going to score very well. What do you think? Have you used this one? Would you consider buying it? Let us know all the thoughts and feelings in the comments below. It's really important for people who are coming to check out this review to see a full picture of honesty in the comments below. They can look at our review, they can take our points on board, and they can also read you guys. What do you think of it? Thank you all for watching. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Derek, for letting us review this product. As always, stay stimmed, and this'll do it.